We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with Nano Dimension's NNDM stock continuing to push up and hold support here above the 280s and breaking out above $3. And NNDM stock wasn't the only stock experiencing volatility today. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 70% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with NNDM stock, Nano Dimensions, continuing to break out and try to fight to hold itself up above $3. And we're going to talk about the key levels I would watch going into next week, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot at 9:55 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 50% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with NNDM stock, Nano Dimensions, doing a full transition from red bars to bright green bars on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with NNDM stock, Nano Dimensions, under a bull indicator here at the 288 mark, canceling out this bear indicator from up here at around 295. Outflows were dominating yesterday. They crossed back over in the after hours and in the pre-market into the bell, stayed above it and pulled upwards, hitting highs here of inflows of 0.15, and now the outflows have slightly began, but it is above the midpoint here and under a bull indicator here within the 30-minute chart, and a staircase effect has formed here, retesting key resistance levels towards the $3 area. And we need to talk about the key levels to watch and how I would not ignore here how these outflows have began, even though these inflows are above the midpoint. Definitely something to not ignore there within the 30-minute chart. Now, if we go on over and we could see here, Kathy Wood has not bought anymore with ARK Invest. You could see the numbers going up here from the 28th, from 2.59 all the way up to 2.62 on the 29th, and it stayed the same here. No selling, no buying in the last several days under the print holdings, right? The PRNT holdings of Nano Dimensions, and this is the update so far here with Cathie Wood. Now, interesting enough, as we've mentioned in previous videos, that's when things started to pick up here from the 28th to the 29th, from the 230 area. Under that bull indicator, inflows were above, and inflows hit their highest point here of 0.49 when things went all the way up from 240 to 280s and hit highs up here of 310, right? And right now there's been a lot of volatility in this tight consolidation between 280 and $3, and we need to talk about the key levels to watch going into next week. Now, on the 30-minute, outflows have slightly began, even though we're above the midpoint, but when you zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, inflows are back above, guys. Something to not ignore. In the bigger picture, NNDM stock has these inflows back up to 0.15 and above the midpoint here, and green and looking strong. And a bull indicator has popped up at 290, canceling out that bear indicator from 292 yesterday. And for the bulls to continue having strength, that bull indicator needs to hold true and continue pushing up here on these inflows. And based off the history of the chart, it has room to go higher. It hit highs here of 0.25, up here at 0.36, and even highs here of 0.54. Now, not guaranteed to make the same exact move or make it that far, but something to not overlook here and ignore as well within the volatility and the possibility based off the inflow versus outflow and how high it previously went and where we're at now, retesting key resistance levels. Now, when you zoom in and look at this from the 15-minute, we could see here in the 15-minute chart, inflows crossed over yesterday. It stayed above in the volatility of this morning. Bull indicator at 287, hit highs here of 303, and hit highs here of inflows of 0.12, and they brought themselves back up. Even on the slowdown, you could see those outflows trying to bring themselves up to go ahead and dominate. Got really close to the midpoint, but it did not cross, right? Switched from red to green and pushed itself back up, and continuing the staircase effect. If this bull indicator can hold true and these inflows continue above the midpoint and stay green and even push up higher, it could continue to reflect possible strength into these charts. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and that's $3. That is a very important level. It was a previous resistance level below it. Now we're slightly above it. It needs to hold here, and then these inflows need to pick up here, because if they start to pull downwards and cross the midpoint, it can quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts, and it's going to be crucial and critical to watch if these inflows stay above, because if they cross over as well here on the 15-minute, it can eventually cancel out this bull indicator with a possible bear indicator and retest key support levels. And below $3, the next support is 290. Then below that comes the 280 area, and if 280 gets broken through, the next support below that level is the 275 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the downside in that tight range, and to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical on the 15-minute for these inflows to pick up higher, continue reflecting that strength into these charts, hold that bull indicator true, and same thing here with the 30-minute, continue that staircase effect, get these inflows from red to green, pulling away from the midpoint to the upside, and also on the 1 hour. And the first resistance is 310. Then above that comes the 320 area. And then the next level I'll be watching is 330, guys. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial and critical. And the inflow versus outflow, I would not ignore it, as it's back above on multiple time frames and above the midpoint substantially. Even though outflows have began, they need to switch to green from red and push up higher, and multiple bull indicators on multiple time frames. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.